St. John the Divine here. Thank you for tuning in. You won't be disappointed. Let's talk about negative people. So a negative person can alter your mood, can raise your blood pressure, can raise your body temperature by mood, and really just, take you down. Take you down with, not being supportive, not being there, saying the negative things, and all the time you think this person is your friend. I mean, and you'll be surprised how many friends we have here that do this to us. And we have friends that we call our friends and we call them our BFFs, but they don't, encourage us the way that they BFF should, or family members should. They don't encourage us that way that they should, and we call them our friends. So that's, some people say, enemies and friends are almost the same, and I'm not gonna say that's 100% true, but I'm gonna tell you that there's only really one friend that's sticking closer than a brother, and and his name is Jesus Christ. And so some of the other people that's in your life, they will say the wrong things, and they will encourage discouragement into your life, some type of way, and because we're flawed, and but you need people that have a mouth of encouragement that's dripping with honey, and that can help satisfy your soul and not discourage you in every aspect, because life is hard, and it's hard out here, and for people to put people down, and for people to not encourage, not emotionally back and support a person, especially when you call them their friends, that's really a real letdown. And then the thing about it, that relationship doesn't get cut off. It actually continues as it was. And and people don't learn from their mistakes. They just repeat them, and that's insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So what do we do? What do we do when we're challenged like that? You have to say, yes, I can. When all else fails you, when people are telling you you can, and you shouldn't do that, don't put your money there, and you don't know anything about the business, or you don't know anything about that, and you didn't finish school, and you ain't got an education, or you got to say yes to yourself. You have to really speak to yourself. You have to encourage yourself, because sometimes the only good things that you're going to hear about yourself is only going to be coming from yourself. I don't know your situation. Some people are out here right now that all they have is themselves. They don't have any family members. They're working on jobs, and they're working in places where they're in different cities. They don't have anybody but themselves. So you have to speak an encouragement word over your own life, and so that you can be that emotional support, and to be the, because sometimes you hear so much negativity, and you feel so much discouragement, that it's a very hard thing to figure out what's your next step. But when you start hearing your own self say, you can do it, do it, get into it, be the best person you can be, do your best, just step out there, don't worry about it, you got this, you're gonna make the right decisions, or you can, if you make a mistake, you can bounce back. Because some people are not going to come and tell you can bounce back when you made a mistake, when you fell flat on your face. So, that's a great thing that you have to do. You have to be able to say, yes, you can. You're going to have to tell yourself you can do it. And that's a powerful thing. And only you can do that. And You know, and the reason why you're here doing the things that you're doing right now is because of the person that you've become.